Hello everyone and welcome back to Ms. Cope's Read Aloud. We are reading With the Might of Angels by Andrea Davis Pinkney. I hope you are doing well on this Wednesday morning. A little cold today, so I'm extra close to the fire and I have my blanket. Spike is upstairs staying warm in his home and his bed as well. Alright, let's get started. Tuesday, June 1st, 1954. Why is everyone making such a big deal about stepping up ceremony? We're not really stepping up to any place. Even though we're going from 6th grade to 7th grade, we're staying at Bethune like all the other colored kids in Hadley. All we're doing is stepping over from elementary division to the side of the building that faces Monroe Street to the middle school division, the wing that lines Crossland Avenue. We're stepping over to more chewed pencils, more stinky bathrooms, more books with missing pages. And did I mention that Bethune does not have a library? School without a library. Wednesday, June 2nd, 1954, diary book. Today, along with Yolanda and Roger, I took the test Mr. Callan described to us last week. It started off easy enough, and I was even humming When the Saints Go Marching In, just to stay awake. I wrote, checked off boxes, and filled in blanks without even sweating. But then something strange happened. Not strange like a noise or a bird flying in the window, but strange inside me. Suddenly I knew the answers, but I didn't know the answers too. The test was easy as cake, but it started to feel hard somehow. It was when my mind began to stray that this happened. I looked around at the other kids in the room and wondered, what is this test really for? That's when I struggled with the answers. One question I will never forget. Provide a word beginning with the letter M that defines a powerful force that propels you in a tumultuous way. I read it over and over again. I broke it down, a powerful force that propels you. Since the clock on the wall is broke, I couldn't tell how much longer we had left to finish the test. I don't know what the word tumultuous means. I didn't want to just write anything because if I wanted to change my mind, I wouldn't have been able to erase my answer. My chewed up pencil had a bitten off eraser. Why hadn't I brought my new red pencil from Uber? Mr. Callan gave us a time warning. 2 more minutes. For the first time ever, I started to sweat a test. Beginning with the letter M, a powerful force that propels you. I wanted to chew hard on some of that wriggly gum that was stuck in a wad under my desk. Finally, with Mr. Callan's 1 more minute warning us, I wrote my pogo stick. So everyone, tumultuous means making a loud noise. Thursday, June 3rd, 1954, diary book. I've been trying not to think about the stepping up ceremony, but it's not a week away. But it's now a week away, and I guess I should get my speech together. I don't even have a title for the speech or any idea about what I should say. I don't believe in the boogeyman, but I do believe in a panic monster, a big scary thing that scoops you up and does the Tootles shake all over your insides. Mama calls this nerves. I call it a puddle under my arm, a dry throat, and teeth set to shatter. The panic monster has got me in his claws right now and won't let go. Friday, June 4th, 1954, before bed, diary book. Mama came into my room with a dress from Millerton's on a hanger. She wanted me to try that thing on. The dress rustled under the paper Mama had draped over it. By punching a hole through it with the hanger, the dress stayed covered from its shoulders to its hem. I tried to pretend I'd fallen asleep, but Mama wasn't having it. That is the fakest snore I will ever live to hear, she said. I giggled. Can I try it on tomorrow? Mama considered me for a moment. She peeled back the dress's paper drape. Well, I suppose we should let the creases fall out for the dress before trying it on. she said. I went back to making phony snore sounds. That left Mama giggling too. Saturday, June 5th, 1954, diary book. Daddy loves baseball as much as me. Today he showed me how to choke up on the bat. To grip it firm at its base so my swing packs more power. Then meet the ball, Daddy instructed. Make friends with the ball as the pitch approaches you. No matter how fast it comes, say, "Hey ball, it's me. And you, baby." Then swing it. And when you swing, be intentional, Daddy said. Go at it fully. Mean to do what you mean to do. Daddy and I practiced in our backyard for near to an hour. When the sun got too hot, Mama brought us lemonade. Let the child rest, she told Daddy. She needs to come inside and work on her speech for the stepping up. Mama had the peach Melba thing in her hand. She removed the paper covering completely. Come, Dawnie, she coaxed. You need to try this on. I've been playing, Mama. I sure wouldn't want to get dirt or grass stains on that pretty dress. That worked better than fake snores. Mama didn't even answer. She turned back towards the house, holding the dress away from her. Daddy must have seen the relief come to my eyes. Are you ever going to try it on? He asked. I gotta write my speech, was my answer. I suppose the dress won't really matter unless your speech is ready, he said. Then he told me to think of the speech as meeting a baseball with a bat. It's you and your message coming together, he said. Keep it simple. I wish it was simple. I have not written a single word of that belanged speech. So right here, right now, I'll start. Hey, speech, it's you and me. Simple, right? How come then? I can't think of something simple to say. Sunday, June 6, 1954. Diary book. I thought maybe if I wrote down some of the reasons why I don't want to give the stepping up speech, it'll help me get to the reason why I might like to give it, and then maybe I'll actually think of what to say for the speech. Reasons I don't want to give the stepping up speech. 1. I don't want to wear the peach Melba dress. 2. I don't want to wear the hard black shiny shoes. 3. Even though I have the gift of gab, it doesn't work for giving speeches. 4. Stepping over doesn't deserve a speech. Monday, June 7th, 1954. Dear Jackie Robinson, I have not written one single word for my stepping up speech. The ceremony is 4 days away. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever had to give a speech and had no idea what you're going to say? That's what's happened to me right now. Speechless. Dawnie Ray Johnson. Tuesday, June 8th, 1954. Diary book. I've had my pogo stick for as long as I can remember. It's rusty and rickety and squeaks, but it still works. I slammed hard on its pedals today, hoping a punch of pogo jump would bring on some good ideas for my speech. Not one speechy thought came. Punching the pavement with my pogo sure felt good, though. That pogo springs is on its last leg, but it keeps going. My own legs are getting stronger every time I pump. Thursday, June 10th, 1954, late night, diary book. The panic monster doesn't even sleep. No. He gets into his rhythm and works. Tonight, he's going double time. Shadoodle shake, shake, shadoodle shake, shake. I'm a rackety as a loose screw in a can. Tomorrow is the stepping up ceremony. The only speech I know is the Pledge of Allegiance. Panic monster, have mercy. Friday, June 11th, 1954. Diary book. It's just after the in-between. I've been up most of the night. Now the sun is showing off the very top of her head. Morning soon. Still no speech. Shaka-boodle shake, shake. Shaka-boodle shake, shake. Later. Today was the stepping up ceremony, and in all my 12 years of life, I have never stepped like that. Getting ready to go to Bethune was the worst part. The peach Melba dress didn't fit me right. When I came out of my bedroom, Mama and Daddy were like two hovering chickens, peck, peck, pecking. The panic monster flaring up alongside my parents didn't help matters. I was sweating more than a cold pitcher of iced tea set out on a 100-degree day. That dress is too small, I said. I turned around so they could both see that dress zipper would only go halfway. Square your shoulders, Dawnie, Daddy said. That'll help. Who knows how a father figures out stuff like that? But Daddy was partly right. When I stood up straight, with my shoulders pressed back and my neck lifted, the dress seemed to fit better. We can't take any chances, Mama said, scurrying off to get her sewing basket. Stay just like that, Dawnie. I didn't move. I held my breath. Even. Mama came quick with a needle and a peach-colored thread. She started stitching from place where the waist of the dress joins the body part of the dress. Mama sewed me in. The only thing closer was my skin. I have other dresses I could have worn, but they're homemade and plain, and I knew Mama and Daddy were set on me wearing the dress from Milderton's. Besides, I don't dare challenge Daddy and Mama, not ever, so I let Mama do her needle and thread, busy work up the length of my back. When Mama bit off the final tail of thread, I still had my shoulders fixed and my neck straight as my pogo stick. It got worse. Mama wiped down my shoes with Vaseline to make them even shinier. Isn't patent leather shiny enough? My face came next. Same Vaseline, same high shine on my forehead, cheeks and nose. Then there was talcum powder to keep you dry, Mama explained. I coughed and coughed as Mama dosed me with the thick talcum. The powder helped dry my sweat, but by the time we left, I was a ginger snap cookie decorated with powdered sugar sewn up in a peach Melba dress. Pretty, Dawnie, Goober said, clapping. Want a peanut, pretty Dawnie? I reached for a peanut. Thanks, Goob. But Mama was quicker than me. She snatched that peanut faster than a hen grabs a kernel of corn. No eating before you're about to give a speech. It weakens the voice, dulls the smile. We walked to Bethlehem, like always. On our way, we met up with Yolanda and her ma and dad. You look good in that dress, Dawnie, Yolanda said, but you're walking funny. I didn't answer. Between the talcum still rising off me and my peach Melba trap, I could hardly breathe. The whole school, all 472 and students and their families, filled every corner of Bethlehem's gymnasium. Night crawlers in a can had more room than we did, all squeezed together in that hot, cramped place. There were 3 chairs on the stage where me, Yolanda, and Roger were meant to sit before delivering our remarks. Roger and Yolanda settled into their chairs right away. I didn't dare sit. One bad move in that dress and peach Melba would be done for. I'll just stand. I told Mr. Calhoun, suit yourself, Dawnie. Roger spoke first, then Yolanda. They each said short thank yous to their families and teachers and talked about how glad they were to be stepping up to 7th grade. All I could think about was the Pledge of Allegiance and the peach Melba dress that was now choking me. The talcum powder wasn't doing its job. The panic monster has a way of killing anything that even the least bit helpful. I was so overcome with terror that I couldn't even remember the Pledge of Allegiance. The wrong words kept filling me up. I pledge allegiance to perspiration. Then came the panic monster for the 10th time today. His sharp claws lifting me from the puddly place under my arms. His loud as thunder shaboodle shake rattling inside my head. Mr. Callan announced that I was the 6th grader with the best grades, that throughout my time at Bethlehem I showed very bright promise, and that I had brought honor to Mary McLeod, Bethlehem's legacy. I made my way to the very front of the stage, still not knowing what I would say. I pledge allegiance to perspiration, shaboodle shake shake. Our school had no microphone or fancy equipment for speaking, so it was just me and all those people. Shaboodle shake shake. Then me and all those people sucked in a loud breath when my too tight dress busted its seams. Oh no. Mama's sewing stayed put in the back, but the dress had split open on each side. Thank goodness for my undershirt. At least I had no skin showing, but the dress was no doubt torn. Not only did I step up at today's ceremony, I also stepped over to the place on the stage where nobody could see the rips in my dress. Then, quick as those Vaseline shoes could take me, I stepped off that stage and into a far corner. Mr. Callan didn't try to coax me back with the other speakers. He just left me to my spot. He came to the front of the stage and started applauding loudly. Everybody joined him, including me. "Thank you, Roger, Yolanda, and Shawnee," he said enthusiastically. And there it was, as it's been for weeks, no speech. Peach Melba from the Millertons had saved me. The panic monster started to let go. Shaboodle shake shake slowed its rhythm. At last I could breathe regular again. As the top student in 6th grade, I got a copy of the Webster's Dictionary donated by a local chapter of the Delta Sigma Thetas, The dictionary is used, but it's new to me and in very good condition. I pressed the dictionary under one arm to cover the open place showing my undershirt and kept my free arm pinned to my other side to conceal the rip there. Afterward, for a special treat, Daddy took me and Mama and Goober to the Woolsworth food counter. There is no colored section at Woolsworth. That place is whites only, all over. We can order our food and leave, but we can't sit and eat, the white customers. We can't even come in the front door. There's a back entrance for Negroes. When the waitress asked what we each wanted, Daddy gave the order. We don't have a special treat from Woolsworth's often, but when we do, I usually get an egg cream. But Daddy said for this occasion, Dawnie gets a banana split. As soon as we got home, Mama took a seam ripper to the back of the dress and released me. I don't know why she bothered to put the dress back on its hanger. I will never wear Peach Melba again. Poor Dawnie. Have you ever been in a situation where the panic monster was breathing down your back? When I was reading, I was thinking times where the panic monster kept me up at night. It almost reminds me of the first day of school. I was so nervous to meet all of you, but nervous in a good way. And now we're at home, and I miss all of you so much. Again, thank you for tuning into my Read Aloud. Feel free to comment below and tell me a time where the panic monster came to visit you. I'd love to hear about it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Tootles.